So I just want to thank every single one of you for coming on and joining us here tonight. Well, it could be the morning. I've got some people over in Australia. Well, hopefully you're still sleeping. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for taking time out to watch this Zoom regarding our Go by Asirvia. And my co-host, I got Julia right there. She is going to be showing you some parts of this as well. And I just want to thank her for coming on tonight and doing that. Now, these cute little things right here, wow, those colors match really well. I always carry 3 of these around with me. And you know, why is that? Well, about a little over a year ago, I had this, a gal that I worked with, I've known her for about 10 years, sent me this text message, and I knew darn well, coming from Tina Malsom, I better not take a look at it till in the morning, because I was ready to see something new and to, you know, really, retirement's kind of boring, if any of you know what I mean. And I just wanted something that would get me out with a lot of people. And I'm telling you, when I looked at that message at 5 in the morning and I watched that 3-minute video, 3.5-minute video that all of you have seen, just like me, you probably went, huh? Really? Is that for real? And yeah, it is. And you know what excited me? Well, there's a lot of things that excited me most about it, but it's just the fact that right away I thought this is going to change the way in the whole world, the way people market, give them a new tool to use, and it's going to help so many people out there that are struggling with their advertising. Now, yeah, you can go out there and you can use, oh my gosh, I got a ton of them today. Picked up my mail. There's the Valpak ads. There's a coupon book. There's there was even a magazine that thick from a company that I don't even, it's from somebody else that lived here, I think. But they're still spending money on, thank you, Julia. They're still spending money on paper, you know, platforms, where this thing right here, these can send out a Bluetooth message right to somebody's iPhone or their Android. And we've got both to show you here tonight how that works. But anyway, I'm just going to go put my glasses on here so I can focus in and see what I'm doing. I want to do a quick screen share with you and show you exactly who is using this and how they're using it. So you've seen the little sign behind me. That's what we have right here. But like I said before, it is the world's most exciting mobile technology marketing. And you know, I would like any time that you want to, Julia, go ahead and come on in and
okay.
2 cents worth in too.
Well, then I will definitely do that. I didn't want to break your flow. I do want to say, when you said this is the world's most exciting new technology, I do believe that the last time there was anything this cool was the pager. There are a lot of people we know who don't even know what that is.
That's so true. Thank you. Yes, that is so true. Boy, did you just bring back memories. So it is exciting. And you know, the next thing that I thought was exciting was when I got that huge brick of a phone. I think it was a Motorola thing that came in, it was huge. And I was just really cool because I lived up in Alaska and I had one of those first cell phones.
I had a car phone. They drilled holes,
yeah. We laugh now.
Holes in my car.
So, but you got to admit, it was exciting. So back then, this is, you know, fast forward, what, 20 years? And here is this little device here that can, it's going to be part of a $45 billion industry in just what, about 7 more years? Mm-hmm. I honestly feel knowing something this good it's going to be even more than that. So who's this recommended for? Well, let's just cut to the chase here. You can read all that right there, but anybody that wants more customers going in their door, anybody that wants more eyes on their prize, anybody that wants a new tool for marketing And it's funny, I had somebody call me this morning and they said, well, I want to get this. I'm a gym down in Southern California, a fitness club, and what kind of messages would I put on there? And I says, oh, I don't know how this happened, but I think this is my calling, because several things have just come to me at night and I write them down, and I've got a whole list. In fact, we do. We have a whole entire list of things that people can be using as their 40-character message, which we're going to get to in just a second. But we've got all these storefront businesses. Surely you guys know somebody, or you have one yourself, and if you put one of these, like one of these I actually have right there, it's got a sticky ready to go on. I just peel it off and it's going to go in somebody's window. You can place this on the window, which I feel gets the best coverage, because you don't want a brick wall or anything metal or anything interfering with the message that's going to be transmitted from this via Bluetooth to the devices it's going on to. In the window is perfect. You see this? It's hanging on this right here. There's a reason for that. When I leave my home, I attach this to my rear view mirror. I just hang it on there.
That's clever. I don't know if, Sherry, I don't know if you knew my story of how I was introduced to the Go.
Oh, let's hear it.
So I own a little tiny antique shop. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have a lot of brick and mortar businesses. I have a marketing company, and a very good friend of mine was supporting me, loving me. She was coming and supporting my antique shop, but you know, you can only sell so many howdy doody comic books and little tiny pieces of furniture and brooches and things like that before your friend says you have got to do something. About a week later, she called me and she said, Julia, I think I've got a magic bullet for you. I think I've got something that'll be gasoline on your marketing fire. And she knew I was marketing for a lot of clients, and I had this antique shop. We started by introducing the Go's into my antique shop because I couldn't even get Bluetooth signal. In fact, if you text me while I'm in my antique shop, I won't get the message until I'm in my parking lot.
Right.
The Go message will actually transmit to cell phones. I was pulling people down into my store. I don't know if you've ever heard that from me before, but
no, that's amazing.
It absolutely makes a dollar difference for me personally in my own little antique shop, which isn't saying much again, because, you know, antiques aren't super hot, but passion project that it is. So yeah, I
have several right over here in the desk next to me. I'm an antiquer myself.
Oh, are you? Okay, so you know.
I'll have to come visit you. That is an incredible story. And just hearing that, you guys, you realize that it brings another avenue for people to get their message out to people. Because I'm telling you, who uses Yellow Pages anymore? I mean, they're still out there, because I just got a phone book here the other day. And I mean, who really is in there looking at it? Because I'll tell you what most people do. They're looking at their phone, 80% of the population, over 200 times a day. I heard there's like 5,000 swipes a day. Here lately, I've been waiting for a message, so I'm almost wore my screen out waiting for a message. So it's been swiped on like 2,000 times or more. But they always go to their Android, their iPhone, whatever, and they scroll down to get those messages. And there's several of them there, and that's where this Bluetooth will show up. So with that said, it is a tiny portable wireless device that's not that great big huge box that's sitting in stores like Best Buy, Walmart, Target, Macy's. All these big box stores are using this huge thing, bigger than the box my computer's sitting on, and it costs thousands, if not $10,000 to operate that, to get it in there, and who knows what they're spending per month. So guess what? Asirvia came up with this little device, and it fits in your pocket. And I'm telling you, those big box stores, they're starting to look at this. They're starting to look at this. We have places like, you know, Red Robin, UPS. There's several major marketing companies that are coming on to use this, and you can be too. So it puts on a a small 40-character message. And, you know, it can be bigger than that, but let me show you what happens. Because I do this on purpose. I have actually, on my iPhone, I've downloaded Physical Bleask, Physical Web Bleask, and Physical Web. And I made the screen black so it doesn't counteract with my green screen back here. And then on my Android, I literally have just pull down here. And with it is all I have to do is pull down, and it shows those devices that are nearby. There's 3 links found, duh, they're sitting right here. And on this, they show up really nice. See that? Well, there we go. It's the green screen in the back. But they show up really nice on here. But on my iPhone, because, you know, right now we're having to use Physical Web or an app that we can get those messages on there, you cannot see the entire message. And that could be a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, if your message doesn't get their attention, then you need to shorten it. So what I'm getting at is you can put on a 40-plus character message that goes to a clickable link. Right here, you see that. Then there's a Go Plus ad. Oops, sorry, I went one too far. And that one actually makes a whole entire plethora of information that you can put about your business right there. You can see that it puts on a picture. That picture can be a YouTube video. I had a guy this morning, it was so funny. He says, I finally got my ad up there, and you know what? I went ahead and I stuck my an informational video. It's 20 minutes long. Yes, he did.
Wow, that's a long one. Okay.
He wants to give them the whole enchilada, and I said, well, let's see if that works, you know, because if it doesn't work, what do we do, Julia?
We just change it, and we can change it instantaneously. We can change it on the fly. What's great about this is that you actually can change it from your phone, from your laptop, from your tablet. You can actually change the message or create new ones on the fly instantaneously. I always love to tell this story about my friend who called me and said, hey, I'm going to the ball game, and I want to know if you want to come. We're going to go see the Orioles play. I live in Baltimore. And of course, I'm creating an ad for Hey O's fans.
Yeah.
Then she called back and said, I'm sorry, that's not what I meant to say. We're going to see the Caps play. So that's a completely different sport from baseball to hockey.
I'm a hockey fan. Yeah.
Right, there you go. So, hey, Caps fans. So on the fly in the car, I was able to make an edit to that. And I also like using video as an intro. I have a little 15-second, hi, this is Julia, and we've just met video.
You guys, those work. Those work. I did one myself, and I couldn't believe how many exposures I got on that. Thanks for adding that to it. But isn't this cool? You can do all of this on the fly. You can add your message, more details, your information here, more information here, your phone number, and your clickable link. And boom, you're ready to go. And here's the good news about this. All of those that you make can be tracked. Each individual device, whether you have 3 of them or you've got 300 of them, you can track every single one of them right from your back office, and you'll know which ones aren't doing well. Like right here, somebody stayed home that day. There's like 20 of them on there. And then all of these, that's a pretty active day. When they get up here in the 3 and 5, 400s, that's an amazing day. Somebody was in an area where there were a lot of people looking at their phones that day. So right now, that Go Plus ad that I was showing you, here's the difference between the two. You can take time to read that if you want while I'm talking. But there's a 7-day free trial that is actually going to expire here pretty soon, you guys. So if you have some people you want to get on yourself as a customer, get on with that 7-day free trial, because that happens right when you activate your Go. Apparently what's going to happen is these new packages, they're coming on. And by the way, the ones you can get now are 50% off. We're going to get into that here real quick. But that 7-day free trial is going to be going away here pretty soon. And they're only going to make it better, so don't freak out.
Good
So
point, Sherry. We've had an experience of it only has gotten better. You're correct.
yeah, it only gets better. They never make it go downhill. So when you do this, right now you can save up to 50%. So these 8 goes that you can get 3, you can get 5, yes, as little as $69 a month. You are going to get, if you get 8, it's $129. And here's why I like to do the 8 package and above, because I carry 3 of these myself. I actually have 3 packages of 8. I carry 3 of these myself, and the other ones I have deployed around the world, and a lot of them in a lot of the places that I've already been. Now Las Vegas has a couple of them, because I want more eyes on my business, because it is web-based. If I had a shop downtown that I was trying to get people to come into, and like your antique store, if it's web-based, perfect, get those things out all over the place. But if it's just downtown and you know you don't have anything in there to sell web-wise, like haircuts, then you may not be deploying those all over, you know, everywhere. So anyway, you will be purchasing, I want to get this clear because I've had a lot of people comment, wait a second, why is this so much at the end? Your first initial purchase of your package is the first month and the last month of the service. Now these goes are free. It's the service that comes with it that you are paying for. And it'll be your first and last month, and an activation fee of $30, which by the way is $20 less than what it normally is, and a shipping fee of 15 bucks. And then if you decide to keep up with the Go Plus service, that will be $19 per month, but you can put that one service on any of your goes at any time, not all at the same time, just one go at a time. And say one of these gets, I don't know, thrown in the lake, the ocean, or run over by a truck, it can be replaced for $25. So that's pretty simple.
My favorite story about that, Sherry, was I had one of these in the mall near me by the Santa in my food court, and a little girl took it home. She thought it was a Barbie Amazon Alexa. So I lost it.
That is a good one. Is it still getting exposures?
It wasn't, so I got a new one. So yeah, I can attest to the fact they'll ship it right back out, and you can immediately activate it.
That's a good point right there. I had one at Starbucks in Flagstaff, and then and I'd go in there and check on it every now and then one day it just zeroed out, and I thought, oh, it fell off of the thing that it was stuck to. And then the next day it was going again, and I thought, that's really odd. Well, I went ahead and replaced it, but like I tell people, if it's still getting exposures, don't worry about it.
Right, exactly. If it's still working, you don't need to worry about it where it is. And I have that. I have this sense of, oh my golly, where did it go? But it doesn't matter where it went. In fact, I went and visited one that I have in a food court, and when I went in to visit it, I was looking at it. I was, wow, this is really exciting. The exposures are doing great. I left another one there. I actually doubled the number of exposures. Now I'm getting 600 each on a weekday in a mall. So it just blows your mind.
That's fantastic. And that's just the point, you guys, is these are designed to get exposures to your business. Because I have people calling me and they'll say, well, I don't have anybody calling me. And I said, well, that's funny. Did you, you can't put your phone number on there. That's a Google no-no. But unless you have a capture page where that 40-character message leads over to a capture page, or where you can get their information, you can follow up with them, or the information on your page where it does have your phone number, like the Go Plus ad does, then it takes about, seriously, 7 to 10 initial exposures for somebody to give you a call. And here's another one, Julia. I just had to bring this up because people say, well, it doesn't land on my iPhone. And I says, well, not like it does an Android. Android is Google, so that's automatically there. Android set up from 2015 on are nearby's on there. So you actually have to download an app for your iPhone. However, we got some pretty intelligent people working at Asirvia now, And one of them, I can say his name is Mark, and he was employee number 102 with Google. The guy's got some smarts, and he has found a way, with permission, to shake hands with Google and Apple. Instead of going around them and going, hey, we're going to put this on there, we're going through them and working with them. And several thousands of the apps that you guys already have on your iPhone that you ask for notifications, that's where our Go by Asirvia is going to wind up on your phone. So yes, do these work on iOS and Android? Yes. Is that platform going to be coming out soon? Yes. And Tina mentioned one time, it was hilarious. She goes, this guy and I just want to mention this so that it makes a point. A guy at a auto dealership says, well, I have an iPhone, so I don't know that I can do this. And the response was, so you only sell vehicles to people that have iPhones, right?
Right. And I only sell cheeseburgers to people who pass my billboard on Route 1.
Exactly.
You know?
So you guys, these things are the perfect remedy for those exposure blues. I mean, really, we've got it all coming here. So thank you so much. Thank you, Julia, for helping me out on this part of it. And you might want to help me out on, there is some money involved in this if you're interested in looking at that. I don't want to go too much over the time here. I like to allot these to about 30 minutes per overview that we do. But if you are interested in being a customer, that's what we just went over, was that whole customer overview, and helped you imagine how you can be using this. Get back with the person that brought you here, and make sure that they can answer all your questions. If you want to stick around toward the end, we can answer those questions as well. So there's some of you that are interested in making an income. Now, there's some people that are doing this already within the last year, that it's so exciting. They're already making six-figure incomes per month. This is just, I can't give any numbers, but that's what's happening. And it is crazy. And there's people that are literally turning around, kissing their boss goodbye with the piece of mistletoe on their rear end, and doing this as, as their future income. As you know, it's just amazing what is available here. So I would like to go ahead and screen share again and go over really quickly with the compensation plan. Y'all up for that?
Absolutely. Let's do that right away.
Let's do it real quick. So let me do this again, and I believe I took off right from there.
I was going to say, I have it queued up if you want to switch it over, or if you have it queued up, that's great.
Oh, we got it. You know what? I'm just going to say real quick that there's two ways to do this. Well, there's three actually. You can become a customer, you can do an affiliate, or you can be an independent rep. And I'm just going to go right into the turnkey system with there's the affiliate. You get paid 2 levels. And that's so that just in case you're with an MLM or you have a business where you're not allowed to do something that has multiple levels of income, it won't lock you out of your current paycheck. But if you want to unlock it all, the whole enchilada, you can go from an associate and rank up to an independent rep, and boom. What happens first, Julia?
Well, I was wondering where you were going. I'm trying to follow. So basically it works like this. As a business behind the business, if these are really exciting to you and you think these are wonderful, we have the opportunity to earn income. And I think the first thing that we do is when we make that initial transaction, when I sell a package, as Sherry explained, and somebody says, yeah, these are really, really cool. I love them. I want to use them, but I also would like to sell them, and they become a business partner with us. That becomes another way. Is that where you were going?
Yes, Sherry? Absolutely. You're hanging with me. I know. And you know what? That tells you right there how simple this is.
Right.
So there's
not a lot to it. There's
actually about 4 ways to get paid. There's actually more. There's more ways that we're actually getting money, but there's 4 ways initially in the comp plan. And that first package that you sell, the services, you get compensated on that. And it's 25% to the person that you actually sell those to. But what if Julia shows them, I sell them to Julia, Julia shows them to David, and David shows them to Ross, and they all decide, I'm doing this.
Right.
Well, that will give her the 25% on the initial sale, and then 10% 5 generations down, 5 levels down. And then there's the next month. People always ask, well, is there anything after that? Oh my gosh, there's so much more after that. There's 10% residual the next month. So the second month that they have kept their subscription going, it's 10% on that first level, 5 on the second, 2, 2, and 1. And then here's where it gets a little bit more exciting. Actually, it gets really exciting, but there's even a better one, is when a person has ranked up to associate. They have 1,000 in volume. They rank up to associate. They start getting paid $1 a day. Okay, so that's like $30 a month. Well, to be an affiliate, you need to pay that. Well, I shouldn't say to be an affiliate you need to pay. In order to have the back office platform with the marketing system and everything, it's $29.97 a month, which, by the way, folks, is going up to $34 here real soon. So that's another incentive to get people grandfathered in at the $29.97. I checked on it just before I got on, so it's still there. And so that'll pay for that. The next bonus is senior associate at 4,000 in volume. And here's the cool thing about this. When you reach associate, okay, and you're going for the next one, that volume of 1,000 rolls over. It doesn't wash away and go down the toilet. It is right there for you to start with more, because most people that reach associate don't just hit 1,000. They're maxed out in a couple of their other legs, and they might start out 60% on their way to the senior associate level. It's really cool how they've set this up, but that's $4 a day. But think about this. What if you were director with 100,000 in team volume and you're making $100 a day? Pretty sweet, huh?
That is very exciting.
Go ahead.
So the neatest thing about this is the daily pay. When you have a team that's working with you. So when I introduce the business to Ross to David, and so on, those are my generations. It's like having children and grandchildren. That's a good way to think about it. And so as my tree, as my genealogy grows, so does my volume, because everyone is doing a little bit. So while I'm paid commissions down 5 generations, I'm actually earning volume to infinity. And that is building my volume 1,000, 4,000, 10,000, 20, 30, and so on up the chain. The coolest part about getting daily pay is that in a lot of businesses that you might start, including an antique shop, you might never turn a profit and you might never actually get $1 a day. In this business, you actually can see what you're earning. We have line item deductions. We can actually see our business growth, which is exceptional to me. So you start on the yellow brick road at $1, and pretty soon you're at $4 a day.
Yeah, and that's also with the help of teamwork. I mean, I see people in my organization, and I look at them and I go, oh my gosh, you're just, you're 200 away from that next bonus, and you give them a call, you help them do whatever they can do, and we can reward people out of a holding tank that we have to help them get there. And that is the coolest part of everything here, is to be seeing somebody in your own organization that you may have gotten started or somebody else got started, and they're ranking up and getting those bonuses. And you know what? They're never going to quit, because this works. And the little tool that they're using, the Go, is actually bringing more business to them as well. But here's when it gets even gooder. Is gooder a word?
No.
It is today.
Ask Deborah Busby. She'll tell you no. So the best part about this is as your daily pay grows and as your title gets better and better and better, we're going to get bonuses. Now, our company actually rewards us with cash, with financial cash bonuses, with trips, with money toward vehicles, and this is exciting. This is truly cool. But in this way of getting paid, the company is actually rewarding us for being really good salespeople, good at keeping our sales growing and going, good at building a team and having our team grow. And this form of payment is based on our team growing and growing and growing, as well as all the volume growing and growing and growing. And so the company is actually going to pay us a generational check match. So when our team is getting bigger and they're actually members of our team, their rank is getting higher and higher, just like ours is, we're actually going to get generational check matches based on their activity, based on our team activity. So when you're hitting the level of, say, director, and you have 100 leaders in your organization who are making $10 a day, you're actually going to get a generational check match 4 levels deep. Those are coded bonuses and benefits and check matching all the way down. You're going to make money because they're making money. So you're being rewarded for helping your team do better.
Yeah, and you know, I have seen that in other companies, but never that much.
Right.
Never. That you add all those up and that's 50%. So, you know, people ask, well, how can that be? Well, we don't have a product with a formulation that you have to buy all the ingredients and put it together. This is it, folks. And it's technology, and it goes out there. It's like magic. So I'm just loving all of this. There's also a go-getter bonus that we have that Julia was saying. We've got all these bonuses. If you reach associate within your first 30 days, there's $500 right there. Senior associate within 60 days, that's a $1,000 bonus. Leader within the first 90 days, that's $1,500. And you're talking about the car bonus. Senior leader, you get a $500, or you can use it as a luxury bonus and get half of that. Senior manager, you get $1,000 toward your choice of an Audi 5 years or newer, and that's a $1,000 bonus per month. And senior director is the other level where you get a $1,500 bonus. And the fabulous incentive trip that we're all working on right now, and you can join today and still get this by ranking up 3 times or other ways that we have that you can earn points. And that's in Punta Cana.
Punta Cana
in the Dominican Republic.
Although the best part about it is it's a warm weather vacation that's all inclusive, and it's a luxury vehicle that's, you know, just waiting for you to take it for a drive. I think Sherry has knocked it out of the park with explaining how awesome it is to be here. So you get paid actual money, you get to make new friends, you're helping people build a business while you build a business building businesses. You're getting to drive an awesome car, and you're going to fabulous vacation spots. What could be better?
And even right now, we have another rank up bonus that is happening. It's a summer cash bonus that could knock your socks off. Even people that get in right now, if you have you need 2 things. One, you have your business center as an independent rep. And 2, you have at least a package of 3 goes or more paid for, and you keep those going all the way through to September 15th. You could be earning these ridiculous amounts of money. I've been seeing people were ranking up the very first day of this on Monday. It was so cool to see team members do it. So anyway, Julia, thank you so much for helping with this today. This was an absolutely great overview, and I want to thank each and every one of you for coming on and watching this. And it will be uploaded so you can see it later on YouTube if you want, or share it with people, or review it again so you can get your questions answered. But hang around, and we're going to answer some more